Hey everybody, this is Mr. Gunhead, and this is my first video for my new channel, and I decided to make the first video on a gun that I think is really cool, and that's the sharpshot. Now, they've been out for a while, so you've probably already seen one, but I've spent the last couple of weeks just tearing them apart and running through some different mods to see what could be done to it, I guess within reason, and I'll kind of explain. The Night Finder is probably the best single shot pistol that you'll be able to find, just because the spring in it is so ridiculously stiff. It's just an overpowered pistol, whereas the sharpshot, they went the complete opposite way. The spring inside the sharpshot is absolutely weak. Just to give you an idea, I've got one hanging around. At least I thought I did. Here we go. That's the spring for a sharpshot. Now, that's pretty weak. A Night Finder spring you would not be able to compress with your fingers. Just two fingers. This spring is pretty weak. In stock form, the sharpshot will hit consistently about 20 feet, 20 to 25, more close to 20. However, I did buy two more, and I modified them. The first modification obviously is the air restrictors. You pull those out. You gain a few extra feet with that. I think the averages that I was getting after that were probably about 26 to 27. I think that's what the averages were. After you remove the AR restrictors, you have to go with a spring replacement or a spring addition. I went ahead and added a second sharpshot spring, and the ranges picked up a few extra feet, maybe 22 to 25 feet is what those ranges turned out to be. So I knew that I needed to get just a much stronger spring. So I went ahead and used a Maverick spring. The Maverick spring fits right in there. You only have to mod the back of the plunger assembly. It's got a little cross brace in there. You trim it off a little bit, and the Maverick spring slides right on. Once I did that, the ranges really did pick up quite a bit. They picked up. They went from low 20s to low 40s, like 40 to 45 feet average, and that's a flat shot. That's not arced or angled. That's flat. So I thought, okay, that's pretty respectable for ARs and a spring replacement. 40 to 45 feet. I thought that was pretty good. So I decided to go ahead and do a barrel replacement on one of them. I got rid of the plastic stock barrel and I slipped in brass. What I found out was that when I changed it to brass, the ranges dropped, and I used 17/32 brass, which is a pretty tight fit for a stock dart. But the ranges dropped but became more consistent. So instead of being so vague as, let's say, oh, you're hitting, well, I've got it written down. They were hitting, where'd it go? 40 to 45 feet. With the brass barrel, it was consistently hitting 42 to 43 feet, and I mean consistent. And I was using the Tagger darts. They wouldn't go any less than that. They wouldn't go any further. I don't know. Maybe that's just, I've never really encountered that with a Nerf gun. I thought it was kind of odd, but then I repeated it, and they were still landing in the same spot, within a couple of feet of each other. So I don't know. You lose a little bit of range going to a brass barrel, at least in with the way that I modified it, you lose range just a few feet, but you gain consistency, so they're always hitting in the same spot. So mod like that is completely up to you. But I really like this gun. I think it's a pretty neat little pistol. I did not leave all of mine completely stock. I bought 3 of them. This one is my I guess you could say it's my test model, or my control, because it is completely unmodified as of right now. There are no modifications done to it whatsoever. But I do have some that are. This one has been painted. I tried to go with a Tron theme on it. If you watched the new Tron movie, the colors I chose are for Rinsler. I think Rinsler's was actually yellow. His suit was black and yellow, but it looked more orange to me, so that's what color I went with. And this gun has the stock barrel, but the AR is removed, and it has the Maverick spring in there. And like I said before, it's hitting between 40 and 45 feet. So I just thought that, you know, for an indoor gun, that's awesome. At least I think it is. It's awesome. You know, awesome ranges for an indoor gun. Show you the other side there. It's pretty much the same thing. I did not paint the inner. It has an inner frame. This is the outer covers, which can be taken off, and then you have an inner kind of body, or an inner frame. I didn't paint that because I like the color, and plus it's just less stuff that's going to wear off when you're handling it. So I didn't paint that, but I painted the outside plastic, and I used a vinyl dye for that. I believe it was Duplicolor vinyl dye paint, and it's actually pretty nice. I haven't scuffed there, no scuffs, no scratches, at least nothing that's really noticeable, and it looks pretty good. This one I did not as an opposite to the Rinsler gun, but it was supposed to look like the new Whiteout series. That's kind of the look that I was going for. I just, you know, painted all the recessed parts of the gun. This one actually has the brass barrel, and you know, like I mentioned before, the ranges become more consistent, but they drop a little bit, so I'm kind of hesitant to switch the other one over. I'm thinking I might take my stock one and remove the ARs and just put that one in this one, and then use the other stock gun as my brass barreled gun. I'm not sure, but anyway, so that's it for this first video. There's going to be more to come. I've got a couple of project Nerf guns and Nerf blasters that I'm working on. So that's it, and we'll talk to you soon.